We are back to our regularly scheduled programming. Look at that. Look at that. We are here. Let me turn this on. I'm back at home. And it's so funny because when you take a vacation, I remember I was so frazzled trying to get out of here, trying to get ready to get on my trip. And I didn't remember having cleaned up the house the way that I came home to a clean house. I'm like, oh, I cleaned it up like this? Awesome. I stepped into such a perfectly clean house. That is the way to come back home. So that everything that's the same seems a little bit different. I'm so relaxed now. I had a great escape and came home with a prize, our new puppy. That's our prize. And it's a beautiful prize. He's outside right now. Okay, I still think he's beautiful. I still think it. Let's just see how long this lasts because he woke me up at 5 o'clock this morning. So, y'all know I'm not a morning person. So not a morning person. But he had me up because we are crate training him. So he stays in his crate probably about 90%, 80% of the day he's in his crate. So when it's time to take him out, I'm up, get up, take him out, get some exercise, play. Good morning. Good morning, Karen. So I leave him in his crate for about 3 to 4 hours and then take him out, play with him, get his muscles, his legs moving. He's a puppy, so I don't have to take him far to play. And it's so cute how puppies are just like little babies, right? They don't want to go too far. I've had animals my whole entire life, right? My whole entire life. I've had animals. I've had dogs and cats and guinea pigs and lizards and hamsters and gerbils and fish. I have had animals my whole entire life, but I've never raised a dog from puppy. The one puppy that I picked up at that I got at a rescue, the puppy didn't live for very long. I brought it home sick. I didn't know it was sick, but it came home sick. Ended up getting one of those really serious dog disease, parvo or distemper, and we put him down. So I've never raised a dog from baby. And it's so cute. He doesn't want to walk down the steps in front of the house. It's just like a little baby. No, I don't want to do those steps. That's scary. So I have to carry him down the steps and then encourage him to walk back up the steps. I was able to encourage him to walk down one step and then pick him up, take him the rest of the way. But to come up, I was able to encourage him to walk up. Yeah, if you can't take care of a puppy, you shouldn't have kids. Ellen, good morning. Thank you for joining. Right. It is really like a baby. It is absolutely like a baby. Now, it is not a baby. So these people who walk around talking about I have children, when I start talking about my kids at work or the responsibility of being a parent, and some animal loving food talks about, yes, I know, I understand because I have 2 fur babies. No, that is not the same because I can't just put my kid in a crate for 4 hours and come back and play with them for an hour and stick them back in the crate. No, can't do that. So there's no comparison, but there is a comparison because he's just like a new little baby. Wanted to stay right by my feet, wanted to stay right with HN. We're trying to teach him his name at this point. So we're giving him a treat if he comes when we call his name. So he's getting his morning training. It's really great. So I came back home. I took this break away. And isn't it so interesting how when you come off of a break, everything that is the same as what it was when you left seems just a little bit different. I walked in, I felt fresher. I felt more relaxed. I felt more ready to take on whatever responsibilities I have at home. And it's so crazy because you know that that's why you need a break. But right now, how are we taking this break? I was so anxious about taking this trip, so anxious about it. Being concerned about being around my friend and her family, and my mind like, no, she does too much. She does too much. Saw when I got out there, she does a lot, but I wouldn't say too much. Like I said, like I thought before I got out there. And then to come back home to treats from being out. I'm so glad that my landlord put these in the house, or my friend who was watching the house. I'm so glad that he put these in the house. These are caramels. So this is from our tea timer, Bina. And Bina makes caramels. These caramels are so delicious. They are so good. I came in off of a road trip. And on road trips, I eat too much junk anyway. But I saw this package. When I opened the package and saw that it was her caramels, I opened it up and I think I ate like 3 of them. I didn't need any more sugar. I had enough sugar on my road trip. So delicious. This is from Bina. And then, in addition to this treat, I opened up the package, my book, Dancing Out Loud from Elaine, our other tea timer. So I got home from my road trip. I knew the caramels were coming. I knew the book was coming, but to come home from the road trip and have my presents out there for me, right? The book, the caramels, and then I ordered my son glasses because his glasses were falling apart, y'all. They were sitting on his face like this. His glasses were sitting on his face like this. Okay, but we had to wait for them to arrive. I wanted them before my trip, so I didn't take my son with me looking crazy and so that he could have his proper glasses when school started. But that didn't work. So he has these, what are they? The blue light glasses. These are his computer glasses. And then he has his other pair. He's wearing them, I think, right now. So he got 2 pairs of glasses. So I come home from this road trip with a new dog, caramels at the door, my book at the door, his glasses there waiting for me. And I felt so good. I just came in, sat down, and relaxed. Have you taken your break? If you have not taken your break, Karen or Ellen, take your break, regardless of where your break is. Regardless of whether your break is just to check out for the day. Maybe you don't go anywhere. Or maybe you do. Maybe you get a hotel room someplace and just go stay there for a minute. Or go camping. Shoot, Suli was at her campsite. I watched her video. She was at her campsite in her robe. I'm not mad at her though. In her robe with her carpet laid out in front of her tent. I'm not mad at her. Do that thing. Like whatever it takes for you to feel refreshed. Do that. Step away. Your life is a break. Okay, I want to be like you when I grow up. I want to be so like you when I grow up. My life is not a break. And I have to force myself to use my vacation time. I've been on this feed before saying, what are you waiting for? Remember, we were having one of these conversations while I was on my trip. What are you waiting for? Whatever it is, do it now. Do it now, do it now, do it now. What are you waiting for? I mean, one thing I'm waiting for is somebody to pay off my student loan so that I can get my doctorate degree, or I'm waiting for somebody to pay for me to get my doctorate degree, one or the two. I can't do it now until I figure out how it's going to get paid. So I understand that sometimes you have to wait, but most times you really don't need to. Most of the time, the only thing standing in the way of you coming back to the same thing, yet anew, refreshed, is you deciding to leave. You deciding to pack your bags, hop in that car, and go somewhere. I would love to check out for a moment. Almost had a panic attack yesterday. You need to check out. You need to check out for that moment. The secret is don't grow up beyond the point. Life is not a dress rehearsal. That's true. always a kid, like always keep playing, always keep alive in that way. My aunt Lorraine, who is in a nursing home at this point, she has Alzheimer's. I think of her that way. She was always a lively, childlike being. I mean, educated, doing her adult thing, but she always to me had the vibrancy of a younger person, the excitement, the vibrance of a younger person. And she would jump up in a minute and give you an example of tap dancing. She's 70 some years old, tap dancing for you because she was a dance instructor. So you're right. You're right. And I in that sense, do feel like I'm a lot like my Aunt Lala, always childlike, always playful. Life is too serious half of the time. So let's not give into the seriousness. That's what I want to say. It doesn't have to be so serious. The way things are right now, I can't. You know what, Karen? You can take a moment, no matter what's going on right now. And I know that I'm saying that as if I have an authority over what's going on in your world, but I'm saying that from experience. You can find a way to take a moment. It may not be the same way that you would take if your circumstances weren't what they are right now. It may not be the same, but even if it is just you take a moment, get in your car and go sit at a park and read a book or lay out in the sun or whatever it is, even if your break isn't an overnight break, isn't, 5 hours from the house, even if it wasn't it's not that kind of break, you still can find a way. Like Suli says, there's always a way. You can find a way to take a break. And that's what you need to do, because those panic attacks are real. My daughter Chelsea was in the emergency room as a result of a panic attack. Very real, very scary. Yeah, I know you took dance lessons from Lala. Everybody danced with everybody connected, danced with Lala. And Lala was still dancing until she couldn't move anymore. Even with the Alzheimer's, probably not even remembering what she was dancing for or that she was a dance instructor, but she could still move. Or she still danced until she couldn't. I feel very refreshed. I have a lot to do now. Oh, now you leave your house perfectly clean when you go away for a vacation, because when you come back, you're going to have to unload all of the stuff from the car. And right now, my son, bless his soul, emptied out the car. But the emptied out car is now sitting in my living room. So we've got to tackle that today. Put everything away, wash everything, get the suitcases back up into the attic. I mean, we need to put stuff away. And tend to this new dog that we have that's getting us up, getting the boy up. We've been up multiple times already. 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock this morning. 5 o'clock this morning. Then again at 8 o'clock. And then again at 11:30. Get up. Go get your dog. Go play with your dog. Find a way to take a break. Find a way to take a break and come back anew. That's what I have done. That's what I have enjoyed. And I'm not going to say that being away on that break wasn't stressful. It was. I haven't done a break like this in a very long time. And I've been in situations where even the thought of doing something like this was stressful because, okay, I'm going to rob Peter to pay Paul. What am I going to do? I was living in California, making a good income, still living paycheck to paycheck. Cost of living there is astronomically high. And for me, with 3 kids under me, trying to take a break on a regular basis wasn't always the easiest thing. I made it work, but it wasn't always the easiest thing. So to be able to take this long of a break, I was gone for a while, y'all. Now, true, I was working and I was doing everything. He was going to school, but we weren't at home. It was fabulous. I'm tired of being in a hotel. I'm ready to be in my own bed, ready to be in my own space, ready to have a real dinner. I mean, we had real dinners, but ready to cook my dinner. Ready to not have to plan it. Just be able to go in the refrigerator. What do I want today? Okay. I feel refreshed, and I wonder how long this refreshment is going to last. Am I going to need another break in 2 weeks, or will a month do? Because I'm really thinking these road trips, they're not that bad. In where I live in California, if I took a 4-hour road trip, I'm still in California. Where I am now in Maryland, if I take a 4-hour road trip, I'm in Virginia, West Virginia, Pennsylvania, Delaware, North Carolina, South. I don't know going south how far 4 hours will get me. But I know because of this trip that 4 hours will get me to either Delaware, Pennsylvania, or West Virginia. So I'm excited about that. Not that I want to go to those places a lot of times because we were in red states. Jasmine says, my family and I need a break. We are looking to go to a cabin soon. I'm finally coming to terms with not spending my free time going to see family. You know what? You know what, Jasmine? When you're young and financially not where you need to be or want to be, a lot of times your vacation, hey, Darlene, your vacation is exactly that. It's always where can I go where I will have a place to stay. So I'm going to go visit family. You get to a certain point where you don't want to stay with other people. You don't want to stay with family. You want to be you and your family unit off by yourself. Hold on. Sorry, the boys outside flipping out with the probably bugs. Where's Nugget? Oh, okay. Okay, take it. Did he go? Sorry, guys. Did he go pee?
I think so.
Okay, did he go poo? How can you not know? Take the pad in your room and go play with him. He still has about 30 minutes.
Okay. I just can't get out there on all the beats.
It's fine. So, yeah, listen, I was looking at when I was in the hotel. Okay, you guys want to see the little baby? Come here, Nugget.
No, can I show him to the camera?
No, say hi. Say hi, Nugget. Say hi to everybody. Wait, Jenny.
I want to show them.
No, say hi. Say hi. Say hi.
Hi.
Say hi. Look, Nugget. Look.
Hi.
Look at the camera. Okay, take him. Oh, look at you, little. You're a superstar, man. You're a superstar. Okay, go. Go play with him. He gets his free time. Okay. Oh, y'all, we in love. We are so in love with this dog. It's a shame. It's not a shame, but we are so in love with him. So he gets I forgot what I was saying. Look, look, Ellen, he's just like a kid, right? Good morning, Susanna. The baby comes in the room and all the attention goes to the baby. So here comes the new little puppy and all the attention goes to the puppy. And he still has puppy breath. It's so cute. He's crate training, so he gets an hour out of the crate and then he'll go back in the crate. So he gets to get played with right now, and that's the focus right now. They've been outside for about 30 minutes. Yeah, they've been outside for about 30 minutes. Why are you taking that, man?
Huh?
Now he's taking his stuff he's taking his bed out of his crate. Anyway, guys, I'm so in love with this puppy. Anyway. Who was it said, what doesn't kill you make you stronger? You know what, Ellen? I heard that, but sometimes what doesn't kill you just makes you incredibly weak.
That person in the song.
What doesn't kill you runs you into the ground and has you laying there reaching for some strength.
Yes, like an attempt to suicide that failed.
Go. I don't know why that came. I was on my road trip. That was the thought that came on the road trip. Somebody said that on the radio yesterday, and I was like, yeah, that's true. It makes you stronger, but really, doesn't it sometimes make you incredibly weak? Some people, it makes them incredibly weak. run you down, man. What doesn't kill you will make you think you're dead. You know? But I do get your point. I know you're right. I know you're right. So you have to be able to take a break. You have to, good morning, Alicia. You have to be able to take a break. My girlfriend suckered me into getting that dang dog, and look at how happy I am. And I say suckered me into it. It didn't take much convincing. She didn't really sucker me into it. I'm gonna blame it on her so that when he acts up, I can blame that on her. But otherwise, no, it wasn't really a hard push. That same fool who said turn the other cheek. Yes, Steve. Where you been, Steve? Were you late? Turn the other cheek and let it kill you. Make you feel like you're dead sometimes. My cheeks hurt, man. I don't want to turn the other one. I don't. I feel so good. And you know what? So I drove through these states. Pennsylvania people had a mask mandate, but people were not actually wearing their masks, right? Then Ohio, there was a mask mandate. Not a lot of people wearing their masks. Michigan, there was a mask mandate. Everybody wearing their mask. As a matter of fact, everybody wearing their mask. Good morning, Elaine. Oh, okay, Steve, I didn't see you. I didn't see you when you joined, so good morning. As a matter of fact, in Michigan, the mask mandate was so normal to see people in their mask. It was quite refreshing, especially having been through Pennsylvania and Ohio. I went to the grocery store one day, and I got out of the car and I walked into the grocery store. I was on the phone with a girlfriend of mine, so distracted. And I was walked through the grocery store and I picked up some peaches. I put the peaches in the bag and I'm talking, and all of a sudden I'm like, where's my mask? I was in the grocery store with no mask on and nobody said anything to me. Y'all, I was about to have a panic attack. First of all, I walked past the security person who has the sign that says masks are required. I mean, the sign is right there. You see I'm walking in with no mask. Why not tell me, hey, what about your mask? And then other people in the store just looking at me like, oh, that's one of those idiots. But I didn't want to be seen as one of those idiots because I'm not one of those idiots. I put the peaches down right there, ran outside to get my mask so fast. Look, I'm not trying to die. I'm not trying to die, and I'm not trying to make you think that I'm trying to kill you. I'm not trying to do either one of those things. Oh, it was crazy. And there was another time when I stopped yesterday to get gas that I started to walk into the gas station without my mask on, and my son is like, Mom! And at first I was ready to ignore him because, these kids are always calling your name. And he's like, you forgot your mask. I'm like, oh, yes. I wear that mask every single day, but then you still forget sometimes to put it on before you get out of the car. I am not one of those people. I definitely wear masks. Look, I got my apocalyptic mask and it was ready. I did not have to use my apocalyptic mask while I was out there. I was very happy about that. And then the last day, I was stopped at a hotel. I decided to break up the 4-hour trip. No, I didn't say anything to anybody. I decided to break up the 8-hour drive home with a 4 hours in Pittsburgh. So I stayed at the hotel. And yeah, I cleaned the apocalyptic mask. I clean it with alcohol, and the other mask I put them in the wash. The reusable ones I put them in the washing machine. But there are some that I use. Like on this road trip, I was mostly using disposable ones so that I wouldn't have to keep on washing. But I got into the elevator, and a man got in the elevator with he didn't even have a mask on. He wasn't even trying to fake the funk. He just. No mask. I was like, you know what? I'll take the next one. That man had the nerve to say, okay, thank you. I was here first. But I ain't gonna argue with you. Go take the elevator. I'll take the next one. Idiot. He's like, you can ride with me, but I'm not taking that next elevator. Anyway, guys. What are you guys feeling like? You guys aren't being very talkative today. Oh, Mom, were you here when I showed that I got the book? When I got the book. Poems don't have to rhyme to be beautiful. Poetry is the rhythm of life, the rhythm of love expressed in words, your words if you choose. Whatever you write will be appreciated by those who love you. Oh, that's from her chapter, Express Yourself Through Poetry. Be crazy. Anyway, after crazy is crazy. Yeah, that's true. That's true. So I'm going to get on top of my refreshed self today. I still have some knitting to do. I didn't do any knitting while I was gone. I didn't do any knitting. I just totally relaxed. I did work for part of the time that I was gone, but I just enjoyed the relaxation, enjoyed being away from home, enjoyed getting a refreshing feeling, coming back refreshed. And that boy is in his room fussing about that puppy. What happened? What happened?
I didn't realize it was a bug though.
Oh.
Like earlier, I had him just make a piece of like stray link.
Okay, babe. I'm on tea time right now.
Well, you asked me.
I know that was my mistake. Smile when I talk about what? Smile when I talk about the book. I got this book today. I'm so very excited that I got this book today. Is that better? Lady, you're so particular. Anyway, I'm going to go, guys. I don't have much for you today because I'm feeling really, really, really good. I could add a bunch more reallys in there if necessary, but I need to get to the grocery store. We have no food. Remember when I left to go out of town, I took all my food to my mama's house. So whatever was going to go bad, she could eat it. I was going to be gone for a minute. I have no food in the house, y'all. I'm hungry. I need to go to the grocery store. I need to, tending to this dog is an everyday thing now, huh? We got a new baby in the house. Let me go show this baby some love and put him back in his crate. I'm feeling a bit trapped right now. I've been staying at my son's place. It was supposed to be a week or two, but here we are. You know what, Karen? I understand because when I moved out here to Maryland, I was supposed to be staying with my mom for only a couple of weeks, and I ended up staying there, I think like 2 months. June, July, August, 3 months. So plans change, and it can be stressful. It's probably stressful on your son, just like it's stressful on you. But the fortunate thing is that you have a place to stay. So especially because you probably cramped in his space, I can't imagine his space is huge enough to make you feel not cramped, right? Especially because you just, you need to stretch out. You need to take a moment. This is a Sunday. Get up, go take a drive, go to a park, get a book, hang out at the park for a little bit, just you, yourself, and you, right? There's always a way to find some reprieve, to go somewhere and disconnect. There's always a way to do that. You just have to make that choice. And that trip, again, it doesn't have to be to Chicago. It doesn't have to be, for me, it doesn't have to be to Michigan. It doesn't have to be anywhere specific. She said she was a gracious, loving host. Okay. It doesn't matter. When you're in somebody else's space, you're in somebody else's space. And it's not as comfortable as being in your own space. Can't let your hair down. So that's what I want to say, Karen. Go find a way. Life is what happens when you're making other plans always, right? Right. And you end up where you are. Make the most of it. Make the most of where you are. And take a break so that you can come back and appreciate. And when I say take a break for you, Karen, like I'm saying, just go out, go someplace, go to the zoo. I don't know how far you are from St. Louis, but go out someplace, just you, and relax. Or you and your husband, just go away, have a date night, have a date day. Just go away and disconnect from everybody and then come back. You'll feel so much better. I know I do. I feel great. I'm about to go to the grocery store, and I'm about to appreciate going to the grocery store. I haven't done that in a while. Going to the grocery store has been work. Now I'm like, ooh, what can I have for dinner tonight? Anyway, guys, I'm going to go because today's talk is really short because I don't have a specific topic other than the fact that I wanted to encourage you to take a break like I have done, and to realize the benefit of stepping away from your normal life, stepping away from your normal responsibilities, and in a sense being responsibly irresponsible for a moment, so that you can come back to what you are supposed to be doing. Why would you think she's saying you shouldn't have had children? So you didn't plan to have children and then it happened? Is that what you're saying? I'll let y'all have that conversation. Anyway, we will be here tomorrow. I am really seriously thinking about switching our tea times up to where it's just 3 days a week, like Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, I want to say. But anyway, we'll see. We'll see. And I'm going to let you guys know the plan because I want to make sure that, one, I'm staying really dialed into my responsibilities at home, really dialed into my responsibilities at work, and really dialed into my responsibility at the tea time table. So I want to make sure that all of those things are working for everybody. It's working for me for the most part. But I want to make sure that I always have something to offer at the tea time table. So, I'm all talked out, y'all. I'm all talked out. So we'll see how this is going to work. When I come to the table, I'm like, Yeah, see, that would be fun. Anyway, all right. I will talk to you guys tomorrow, same time as usual, 10, 9, and 7. I will see you here tomorrow. Have a wonderful, glorious day. I need to go figure out what's going on with this puppy. Wash your hands, wear your mask, and keep your distance. Stay safe.